So Anne, here we are at Rancho Los Cerritos for this fantastic reception and exhibit, but tell us more about it. What's really going on here?
Well, the projects you see on display here are actually a culmination of 20 weeks of work, 40 hours in the classroom. As part of the Ion Design program, 120 students at Dooley Elementary had a teaching artist come into their classroom and they learned all about community history, the history of their neighborhood, went on a lot of field trips, including one to see public art in downtown Long Beach. And then they worked in small teams with actual working public artists to make the models that you see here today. And so we can see kind of their vision for the community around their school in the different models that they made.
Now, what are the artists telling you about this? What's their feedback about working with these kids in the schools?
I think that they were just really energized by the kids' ideas and the ideas that they threw out there that no adult would ever have to put a sparkling whale out in the middle of a field, but a kid comes up with that and helping them realize how to take that idea into making it feasible and so it looked how they wanted it to do was a really interesting process.
Now, how is this program possible? Who funds it? Who sponsors it? What makes it happen?
Well, we're really fortunate to receive funding from the Miller Foundation and then also from the National Endowment for the Arts, who are our two main funders. And then Dooley Elementary actually used some of their magnet school money to help pay for it, as well as the National Guild of Community Schools.
So what happened first was Miss Candace came and you guys had art lessons, right?
Yes.
And she taught you for several weeks. And what did you learn about?
Vocabulary and the Long Beach history.
Long Beach history. Like we came to Rancho Los Cerritos, right?
Yes.
And you guys, what did you do on the field trip here?
We got to step on mud and make adobe models.
Yeah, so you guys you practiced model making by making adobe bricks and building an adobe house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you also learned about the different history about the rancho and about, what was that golf course place? Where people went to have fun? Shady something?
Shady Acres.
Shady Acres. And you went there and you wrote postcards,
Yeah.
right? And then, what did we do when we started working on our model making?
We went to 3 different kinds of places. We went to the Dolly Fence, the Greenbelt, and the bus stop.
And the bus stop. And then as a team, right, we had a team. Who was on our team?
JV, Hearth, Asian and Dejanay.
That's right. And then as a team, you guys selected one site, and then we came up with ideas, right?
Yes.
We did brainstorming, right?
Yes.
So tell me about our model. What did we decide to do for our model? Why do we have these things here? What's the title?
The ocean on land.
Ocean on land. Why did we talk about the ocean?
Because the Greenbelt's fence.
It
is
looks like
in-
waves.
It looks like waves.
And because it's by what's next to it?
The river.
The river which goes to the ocean, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk about the history of the location, right? And the things that are around it.
Yes.
Yeah. So then what are these things that we made?
Whirligigs. Whirligigs.
Whirligigs. And what do they do? Should we demonstrate?
They move.
They move. So what is that? What kind of art is that?
They are kinetic.
Kinetic, that's right. They're kinetic. They move. That's exciting. And then can you tell them about what else did we add? So we have some whirligigs for movement we have a swordfish and a starfish and a turtle and a shell and a pelican. And then what else happened down here? What happens when a person walks into the park?
They go to the shark bridge and then they go on the bouncy wheel.
And then what's this?
They follow the path to a boat that swings, and then they go to a clam bench.
The clam bench. So we had ideas for people to experience the park and have things to play on and go for a walk.
Yes.
And they're all based on the theme of the ocean, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this is not the end, right? This is just another school's coming up next year. What's the plan?
Yeah, we'll be doing the same thing next year at Twain Elementary. Instead of partnering with the Rancho, we'll be partnering with the Long Beach Airport, which is in the Twain community. And next year, we're actually not quite done with Dooley yet. We will be taking one of the 3 finalists here today and actually building it. So the students will be going back to the school and kind of reporting on the progress.
So when you say building, I mean actually installing it at the school or nearby?
Exactly. One of the teaching artists that worked with the students will actually be building this in the community and continuing to get student input, and it'll be there for all to enjoy, hopefully by the end of next year.
Well, that's fantastic. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank
All
you.
right.